So one small tip before you put the sprouts into the small containers with soil is make sure the soil is actually at least what temperature of the room is that the sprouts are used to. This came from the garden shed, so it was pretty cold this week here in Portland. It's been in the 20s overnight and in the 40s during the day, so the soil is pretty cold. So putting the sprouts straight into that soil will give them a shock that won't be the best for them. So, every little bit helps to make sure the sprouts survive. So make sure the soil is decently warm, at least what it's been used to when it's been growing and germinating in its beginning soil. All right, let's see how this does one-handed. So I just kind of try to break off the, oh shoot. Maybe two hands would be better. But for the purpose of the exercise, I want to do one hand. Okay, so what is that underneath there? Like a stick or something. Okay, get that. I thought that was a root. I'm like, that's a pretty big root already. Okay, so this one is, I wanted more surrounded dirt, but it's fine, I guess. So we just go like this, just set it right in there like that. Although I do want it a little bit higher, but you get the idea. A lot of times you can break them off in chunks, almost like a little plate they've been sitting in. And you can set them right in, kind of like these two right here I did just a little bit ago. See how I just set them right in with the old soil to the new soil, you can tell. That way you aren't fully transplanting them, you're just kind of displacing them from their old soil, which is still surrounding their main seed, and putting them to a larger soil pot. So, okay, that was a two-hand job, so I had to put the phone down. But yeah, that was definitely 3 seeds literally right next to each other. I mean, duh, what else would that be, right? So I might just leave this one in here still and see if those establish themselves. And then we'll just kind of go from there. But all right, I think I'll do this one next. All right, so this one also looks pretty clear cut. It's in a nice little mud pocket there, a mud slab. So this should pull right out, at least in theory. I can see the seed right there, so it's not going anywhere. Again, at least in theory. I don't need that big of a mud slab, so I'm gonna knock off some of the back part of this here. Yeah. Okay, some of it's exposed, but it's not terrible. Okay, we're falling apart here a little bit. There we go. All right. All right, not terrible. Let's go ahead and put it in its home. Oh shoot, these roots are going. I need to be a little bit deeper for those burrowing roots. Ugh, still not deep enough. You want to give the roots what they want. You don't want to change the shape of them if you can help it. So I kind of helped it a little bit, but we'll wait and see. Ugh, I don't like how that sat, but sometimes it is what it is. You just do your best putting them in. But anyway, you put soil around it, and that's how you do that. Okay, so the soil's been put around, and now you just soak the hell out of it, literally. And luckily, this light here will keep things from getting too saturated. So, like in the morning, I'll give these guys a pretty good water job, and by midday, they're, I wouldn't say fully dry, they're just not that wet like they were in the morning after my watering job. So I'm not too worried that this will be too much. But then again, you need to make sure that you track that, because this will drown the sapling if you give it too much. All right, so as you can see, there are additional containers. The repotting went pretty good. Although these guys back here, I could not get them apart for the life of me. They were literally intertwined. So I said, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's put you both in the same pot. Whatever. The big kahuna back there did really well. He didn't have any roots exposed, so the soil slat went right in. Still have these guys left to do, so they'll have to just kind of hang back and party until I can get some more bio containers prepared. But the two back here look pretty good. This one looks pretty good. These other guys need to grow a little bit more anyway, so actually maybe it all works out. And then, gosh, I just noticed this. The Mexican fan palms, the Washingtonia robustas, are really going crazy. These guys were a week ago the size of maybe this one right here. And gosh, they really took off. So they're next. I gotta get these guys repotted here pretty quickly because I just do. And lastly, of course, to the Trachycarpus novas, which I've been having some mold issues with. I just can't seem to get it right. And when desperate times call, you can put a little bit of cinnamon on top and sprinkle it onto the topsoil, which it will kill the mold and also has other benefits for the germinating soil seed. And even the bio containers are getting a little bit moldy on the side. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these guys. I'm close to having them be jettisoned out of there and into a baggie so I don't destroy the seed. But we'll wait and see what happens. But I really hope that it doesn't come to that. But anyway, we'll see what happens.